You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of the Liberty Breakfast Show. We can see live now Facebook page and several other platform them. The program you watch at Breakfast Show and inside this edition of the Breakfast Show, we look at health and we look at other issues them. Inside health, we get for do with the outbreak we all don't see don't happen in the country, and same way so we get updates about the Kush feds in the country and self other substance abuse. We don't happen as we don't see young people in back, don't in the streets, some they die, and still the issues don't they gone. We get for do with the Kush issues them. Also we see young people and still them body they swell and other things and none they happen to them. Well, waiting on they happen so far, we get updates inside the program this morning when at the Liberty Breakfast Show, and we get other issues them as well. We'll get for look at inside the show, and we bring this edition of the program this morning. Me your name na Princess Pias,
and me na Al Hassan Koma. Good morning. Today is Thursday, August 22nd, and inside this edition of the Breakfast Show, we will look at health and give more concentration to the Monkeypox outbreak within the country, and plenty other issues that we will get for discuss. We'll get for do with Kush and other issues that we will bring country inside this edition of the program. Don't forget to yourself will be part of the program too, where you will send a message on the different platforms where you watch we now Facebook and YouTube channel, or you drop a comment to the number 074-200-545. Now the number where you will send we message and be part of the program this morning.
The program still continuing at Breakfast Show, and between at the studio we get Ibrahim Samuel Dugba, we now the acting director, drug prevention, education and training, now the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. Well, he there for cancer, but we see they don't they do so far in terms of drug abuse and other issues. Them we see they don't they do, and especially the Kush Fet, waiting the agency don't they do so far from the last time we been getting at the studio to now. Good morning and welcome to the Liberty Breakfast Show.
Good morning. Good morning, listeners.
The program they continue. We get on the line now Samura and Sumana Tuti. We na director of operations na the Petroleum Regulatory Agency. If we all know, we see a press release we come out from the Petroleum Regulatory Agency where they talk about the immediate suspension of new application for the construction of gas station in the western area and Freetown. Well, waiting lead to this suspension, we get on the line now Samura and Sumana Tuti. We na director of operations na the Petroleum Regulatory Agency. They're on the line now with we. Good morning and welcome to the Liberty Breakfast Show and Sumana.
Good morning, Princess, and good morning, listeners and viewers.
This way come out then they there from the agency where they talk about the immediate suspension of new application for the construction of gas station na the western area in Freetown. So firstly, what will lead to this particular release and this suspension?
Well, thank you very much. One of the challenges we get is the lack of information where people know they still consult the agency when they want to do their construction. So it's in that they don't mean say we get several unregistered and unlicensed structures them where they right across the western area and the Mashakas stretch where we need for cut down. And the reason why we want to do this, we want for at least reduce energy poverty and also take petroleum to the people of Sierra Leone. We get places them right across the country where they encourage investors them for go and construct gas station. Typical example, places like Kichom, Nakambia district, they no get gas station. So we want for at least tell people we don't get idea for say I want build gas station for contact the agency so that we go guide them accordingly.
Why make una take this particular decision for see that we get more gas stations than the provinces? So is it that this press release come as a surprise, or una be don notify people that we get authority or involved into short business across the country?
Yes, we been on together with operators them at about 8 to 9 months ago. We invite them our British Council office and we explain to them say for build gas station is fine, but one of the things we want for let you do are within the ambits of the law and let you do waiting right. It will surprise you for no say some people get placed the land not even reach one town lot, a one build gas station there. And some even some land not suitable for gas station. But as of that time, some people been telling say this you location where you get or this you land where you get not good for build gas station. They been adhere to that advice and do something else. But some not be adhere to that advice and been continue for do their work. So we don't put a blanket ban on all of the one the way they construct so that then go can our office so that we go advise them accordingly. One of the new innovation is we get an engineering department now where the services of the engineer basically free of charge. As soon as you send a letter of intent to the agency, you already hire the services of an engineer. This engineer will take you through the process from start to finish. And even when you begin up, the engineer go there with you for guide you as well so that you go do the right thing. The money for build gas station is expensive, and for that reason, we want for protect your investment, and we also want for make the country be safe for we did it.
When I don't get blanket ban for registration of gas stations inside the Western area free zone. So is this going to be permanent, or this are for not just a temporal?
Well, as it is now, we want to put everybody on the table. We advise you accordingly. Basically, this now professional services holder, and we they do one for let we at least get everybody on board. Someone go say, hey, the wait for I don't spend all my retirement benefits before then say last stop work. Waiting me go do now? How me go get my money back? We don't want all in situation and they so they bring them all together as it is. We get over 46 right across the Freetown and the Mashaka spread. So we want to put them all together and we advise them accordingly. Basically, what thing will happen is we go give them technical advice on why you know for construct gas station. All go remember say some years back, we they get no more filling station. People where they put one pump, then they put them tank. By then we not be even get underground tank na surface tank. When me say the tank rating up me, you they see am who go. But of late, we see say now we they get more than gas stations and 199% of the gas station tanks only on that within the safe environment as well.
The issue there and sumana way you don't talk about we make una decide for make now let people who want for get a gas station go na the provinces. What do you think say responsible for some of them particular issue there? And why not now una decide for take this kind of step?
Well, no, the thing is, we they continue with public education. So man go tell you say, I not be no, I just feel say this Milan was now free tongue yeah. If I not utilize her with gas station, I not go make me. So man go tell you say, hey, I not be even no self say upline who need for care gas station day. everybody concentrate na Freetown. Wetin we want to do, we want reduce energy poverty. If person dey go 3-4 kilometers for go get 1 liter of fuel, e no economical. So if you get your fuel station next door, you go just walk in and get your fuel and go do your business. Some bike man go tell you say I take 5-6 miles for go buy fuel. Why? He say, and why they buy only for put on my bike, I dey buy and go store. And I need a store in safe way. He said, so me safe, are they at risk? So all of these issues them now want for address. Now, I make we put this blanket on construction of new gas station.
Hello, Ansuman, I get me. Suspension we don't come up from the regulatory agency. This suspension we don't come up from the regulatory agency. Till when it go said, or in a way they continue forever? That's me. I ask just no, I say this suspension with all of the thing the way you don't say for reduce gas poverty in the provinces. So for now, when I don't suspend any gas station for operating a Freetown. So till when this suspension get for all for?
Well, hopefully we go get everybody at the table and we look at them and we go inform the public accordingly.
This is why I ask, people encourage concern, but some particular decision we can. You can see some certain sets can benefit, some other people can be victim. So this particular decision will come out from PRA. Now, we know they segregate to get for everybody.
Yes, we know PRA know they give preferential treatments to anybody. We treat everybody equal because the act give you the power for say we for treat every operator the same. The challenge we get is most people after when I don't get very beautiful conversation and find agreement and you get a condition for say go construct ABC happen. As you go along, now that end they will get other innovation. Say well, la make this. But innovation, the currency again. First way go don't construct now, they can't so we say, hey, I don't construct don't know, I want me finalizing. Then so the way you check now, waiting to be agree and waiting then an architectural drawing, not when you actually construct. So we want for save them, we want for save the investment, and we also want for bring sanity in the industry. We know they give nobody preferential treatment. We go treat all operators the same in this case, man.
Sanity to the operations that they contain, also want for save some of the expenses where some of them business partners here don't they do. Is it that this press release cover the one that will be don't start construction of the gas station?
Yes. If you watch the press release say the one the way they into construction now and the one the way not even start yet. So you way don't start and you way not start yet. This press release cover on all.
Get for look like with them business partners and then people who own them gas stations across the country and what you not expect from them the corporation.
We they expect on.
All right, I think they get a little bit problem with that particular line day. We're continuing for watch the program na Liberty Breakfast Show as we look. Now get you clearly with regards to the meeting we una get for call with them business owners there we own them gas stations there. So what do we expect from that particular meeting, the outcome?
Well, we expect 100% compliance from all of the operators them, and we know they do this out of malice. We dey try for do this for let we at least protect the investment, and let we also bring make the environment safe from all that fronts.
So, Sumana, my colleague asked just now, say if this particular affect the one they already where we don't begin with the construction of the gas stations na Freetown area part. So and now we just don't make mention so we go do engagement with them people in day. So in a situation where maybe sometimes the agreements where them people know now get, if they not go by waiting una go discuss, waiting will be an action.
Well, now one of the, if you watch the press release, we even put they say we go take action. Okay, and one of the reasons that we make we work with the law enforcement agencies. Them typical example, if we don't tell you say stop work, you know stop work. We they invite the law enforcement agency for at least coming, but we not reach that aspect they yet. So now I make as we executive chairman he always say, why my balua koma, he say law use the carrot and stick approach to regulation. Wetin dey happen? We dey bio you, and we'll make sure say you do the right thing. If unfortunately you know able to do the right thing, then we can use the stick approach. I make if you watch, even we press release, we not put the demolition. No, we say we go take punitive action. So we dey use the carrot and stick approach. As it is now, we want tell them, let everybody know wetin are your fault, why you not for construct here, why you for construct here, why you for change the plan, why you not for change the plan. So with that, everybody go know say we not dey do am out of malice, we dey do am professionally for protect your investment as the investor and for make the environment safe.
In all of this particular decision,
I don't get you at all. I just hear you know more particular decision.
yeah, the bigger picture, isn't that the bigger picture in this decision where the agency don't take?
Well, we want for sanitize the industry and we want for protect the investment as the investors.
Police BNTM with suicide and say then they do immediate suspension of new application for the construction of gas station in the western area and the Freetown. Well, that's na Samura and Sumana Tuti, where na the director of operations na the Petroleum Regulatory Agency be there on the line where they discuss with we on that particular decision they were then taken. According to them, this na way for sanitize Freetown and self for help people out in the province area get access to gas and self reduce the challenge where people don't they get at that particular area they and self for sanitize the industry. Now that's how the reason make them take this decision. The program is still the watch now the Liberty Breakfast Show where they can to live now Facebook page and self we YouTube channel and we other platforms. Them continue for like, follow, share and comment at the comment section. And today inside this edition of the program we will look at health and plenty thing that we get for do with health issues. We get the Monkeypox outbreak where we don't see and same way so we get updates from the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency on drug abuse, especially the Kush and other substance that waiting don't happen so far. From the last time we get in at the studio, the program they continue.
Continue for watch the program at Liberty Breakfast Show, and they continue for bringing to you more updates with regards to this particular edition of the program. But just like my colleague Don mentioned, we look at plenty issues inside this edition of the program. As we look at health, we look at the outbreak of monkeypox, and also we look at drug abuse. And for Kyle, we talk about this. We did with Ibrahim Samuel from the drug agency. Good morning and welcome to the program for the second time.
Good morning.
All right. Well, you go like for take way through some of the recent developments that we don't happen, you know, from our agency. Waiting that some of the things that we not only do with regards to this fight of this drug, more especially we get for do with the Kush.
Family, again, good morning. I bring with our greetings from the Executive Director, Chief Andrew Kai of National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. Well, I get the privilege and opportunity for take people then to within the role of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency in the recent past. the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, as we all know, are the leading agency in the fight against drug and substance abuse in the country. But we don't take the campaign, and we go right to different slum communities, and after that we all hear the president make the declaration of the state of public health emergency on April 4th. And since that time, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency done work closely with the coordinator for the National Task Force. And inside the coordination of the National Task Force, the leading coordinator na Professor Fudisa, and it only take the fight very seriously, and because of that, as it is, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency still they do the work, but as it is right now, we all lay under the umbrella of the National Task Force for ensure say we do what they call inter-ministerial and multi-sector approach in the fight against drug and substance abuse. Waiting we don't do. So the National Task Force happen for no say it get 5 pillars, and then 5 pillars that range from the prevention, the community engagement, the care and treatment, social support, and law enforcement. So then 5 pillars that if I not say every ministry or different ministry gets a role that they play in their 5 areas they are with respect to ensuring say we able fight the drug fight and substance abuse collaboratively and from different approach. For example, we at the law enforcement, we did almost in all of the pillars they play key role, but one of the major pillar where we did now the law enforcement where they get the major thing for ensuring we destroy the supply chain, and also for make we able apprehend people where they catch or where they involved, because mind you, the president in declaration it make it clear say we need for decriminalize victims, because that na a magnanimous way for let the president able help the youths there. Because when you look at the National Drug Law Control Act, in the tell you plain say a possession of substance, illegal substance, when a drug is liable for 5 years imprisonment. But the president say, okay, it's true, but let's look at it at the rate at which we get with young people the way they're involved. If that happen for big case, what happen? The prisons, the cells, and they become congested. And while they look at the way for let we decongest them place, then they say let we look at how we go able for decriminalize them. So meaning now we get the 2 facets we look at. We look at the victim's approach and we look at the perpetrator's approach. The victim's approach now how we go provide rehabilitation, treatment and care for them. We make the Ministry of Social Welfare and we and Ministry of Health they look at the other side when at the rehabilitation and that of treatment and care. So we look at treatment and care, and they look at how do we treat these people. Now that they don't get themselves involved in this drug, waiting at the role for them be able to treat them so that they will become useful citizens and back in the society.
You know, Samuel, like you don't mention as una they enforce the law, then a holistic approach that one day in the fight against drug. Since we begin the town hall, plenty people we come together, share ideas on how we for fight this particular drug in the country. This particular rehabilitation center now it concern with plenty people on the raise that we not get the kind place at least for able for keep them drug addicts here. We a great concern nationwide.
Yeah, the first I always use the word when that the most appropriate word, not they call them drug addicts, because there are times it discriminatory for letting you call them drug addicts. Let me look at and see they are victims. They are victims of the circumstances of the fact, the availability of the substance and they are victims because of we get some other unscrupulous individuals we feel say for bringing drug into the country for affect the lives of the youths. But I want to let you understand, say the rehabilitation, of course, we not get one. We will say now an already base rehabilitation, but they say when the best is not available, the available becomes the best. At this moment, the president or the nation don't look at it and say, okay, now under the president's call for this state of public health emergency, PMTC when at the peace mission training ground don't be available for even host the people at the moment. And there are other improvements in other areas within the regions where already they done their high advanced stages where very soon also will start running. For example, the Bo Gundama Hospital, the Kambia military base as well will be available. All of these places they are already on high space for make the ensure say we begin to use their side in there as facility. But when you look at the efforts within this short time, these are the fourth batch of victims that will not get inside the rehabilitation. The first graduation took place now City Hall, the new City Hall, where we all witnessed where the first lady, Madam Fatima Bio, were able and able for graduates, the first set of 50 youths then will graduate. The second set, we don't take graduate, they don't graduate, when at the 120 will be going inside the house, but 116 of them they come out, and then people when they come out, they not just come there, sit down, they forget about them. They did 2 reintegration programs, and the reintegration programs are for see how their lifetime will become meaningful again, and go into programs. And one man they say they want country, but it will surprise you for letting you know say we get people that when are graduates there, or people that when are university students there. We get people that we say some in fact. You know, when you witness some of them graduation ceremonies there, or when you witness the intaking of them people there into the rehab, there are times if you don't get the heart, you go shed tears. Because now young people we're very productive, we know say not just because of peer pressure or some other things that we negative influence get them used into this particular drug use.
Okay, so let's just come in the area of the reintegration of them people in the way we don't come on at the rehabilitation center them. So within the current status, now don't they follow the progress of them particular survival of this particular drug, the Kush issue?
The Ministry of Social Welfare actually now their own responsibility that they for do that follow-up aspect there. Because it's not just about they don't graduate, no, but there is a process wherein they keep them up intact. Because I remember the last time they called me, I even did part of the continuous training programs where they conduct for them, because not to just for them graduate, but make themselves serve as ambassadors in their respective communities. We go to the call where they call the grouping sectors, where they group them into numbers, and these numbers they serve as they're creating a protective circle, and inside that circle they become each other's responsibility for ensure say they're able to monitor themselves and also try for pass on this message. Because even the present intake process they play a greater role, and that great role they play now for make them ensure say they identify people who are affected with drug-related problems within their communities and carry them to the Ministry of Social Welfare and ensure say they're all able to play the role for rehabilitation. But actually, they look at the bigger picture. The bigger picture is how do we get more rehabilitation facilities? How do we control other people who don't get private rehabilitation where they get where even not conducive? We don't see people that they chain them with a very, very human, it's like they abuse the human rights. You know, there are times when they look at the drug fight, yes, everybody now a new way to serve, everybody they find a new way out of fight time, but we get for look at them based on the international practice and as well as looking at the human rights aspect of the individuals where they are affected in this process. So we find out say Professor Fudisa in his wisdom ensure say we make some visitation to some of them rehab facilities, and the one where be they go reach, we make sure say all the one where they be there, we pull and they will go then at the SLPTH. Mind you, Sierra Leone Psychiatric Teaching Hospital be done long ago, and instead get a rehabilitation facility where they don't open. And so all of this now government effort for ensure say we're all able for fight. And me and Okiwala will play the blame games. Me and you two get a role for what we play in this fight. And which role we make you two get for play. For example, this platform we give you so and they go far and wide. We are in people with the outside or people they with inside, we don't get the opportunity, but no, wait till we don't they do. At least they get the experience and also they do that thing.
Okay, so the reason why I make I ask him in terms of the monitoring process, I don't know if now we are say if you go on the streets, you see most of them people in the Kush issue for them, but then they don't begin back. Now, we are firstly see most of them people they back there in the streets.
The one way we don't go to rehab.
Well, we don't see most of the Kush people of recent just then they see that they pass with somebody who die of dandy, and in the streets we they see plenty people still dey lead on street, dem foot swell, most of them dey roam around the street. So I just wonder if the agency aware of them people and the way they out there on the streets.
Well, of course, the agency are aware, and we still they go out for take some of them for treatment.
So what's
the problem? I wonder we know say we cannot be everywhere. Like make I say, let me look at this not just from the agency perspective. Outside we know they where you see them case and they now we all responsibility for local channel. Now make waiting the National Task Force don't do. They don't resurrect back the 117 line where they serve as waiting. They don't get the call center back active. Wherein you go call the 117 and complain waiting they affect your community. And how the thing, how you go make the complaint, and so the professionals when they did at the 117 we will take the information and then direct them to who done at the right body for ensure say they take necessary action. Yes, it's challenging, but I believe in one thing: as a resilient nation, we don't prove them in several times. All we need to do is let we stop the blame game and let we all see how collaboratively we will fight and ensure say we're able to defeat this Kush business and the country.
Since when the president been declared a public health emergency with regards to this Kush, what in your assessment, has there been any improvement? Has there been any reduction so far with regards to the intake of this particular drug?
Yes, I will tell you that if you notice the cost of the Kush of itself now don't increase. Why make you feel say the price don't increase? The price don't increase as a result of the pressure of the mount on them severely for ensure say they will be pushing down the supply chain. And if you see the cost don't begin go up, and the final say, like my sister say, we still say yes, that could be a challenge. Yes, because we now able to do them at all time the same time. But when we get the emergency, when we get the call for certain areas where they make complaint, I would really want let this be a community initiative, a people-centered approach. Let people then look at and say yes, it is a responsibility on all of us as citizens of this nation for ensuring we fight against this. So therefore, when you see the tax, when you see the selling of Kush in your community, ensure say you call the body responsible. You don't need for show your name, just call the area through the 117 line, or you can report now the office at the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. Now two will post it. Necessary actions will be taken. And again, yes, of course, if we're not able to take this as a community fight, right? A lot of programs have not been introduced now with communities. For example, the agency they will to call out CADAF communities, when are the community anti-drug advocacy volunteers. This community anti-drug advocacy volunteers now for ensure say we get community ownership in the mobilization of this fight against drugs. Now we identify people in our community who know say these are the people who perpetrate this drug trade in our communities. Otherwise, if we keep silent, we're picking at the poor. If we keep silent, the country the poor. If we keep silent, development no will come. So now we all need to come together and ensure say we fight collaboratively and ensure say this particular fight will win out.
Okay, well, continue for the which winner the program. The program stay watch at the Liberty Breakfast Show, where they can to you live now Facebook page and self with other platforms them. Don't forget for like, share, and self comment at the comment section for take part at the program this morning. This morning we will look at health and any issue we get for do with health, but most importantly, we will look at two issues them. The update from the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency for look at how then don't they help for address some of the issues they will get for do with drug abuse. Especially the Kush fet where we see governments we don't set up a task force for look at that. This way they give you updates which don't happen so far. And same way so now we get on the line our Thomas, where now the Health Education Program Manager, Ministry of Health. Well, you on the line for can give you updates, but the monkeypox outbreak within now in the country and waiting at the current situation of that particular outbreak. They on the line now for give you updates because we see outside this don't kill one 32-year-old man and waiting at the status so far. Good morning, Harold, and welcome to the Liberty Breakfast Show.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
We see notice we come out from the Ministry of Health. We get for do with the monkeypox virus and the outbreak. We'll see one person don't die, and we see somebody under quarantine. But for explain exactly waiting at the actual situation of this monkeypox outbreak, waiting at this monkeypox, and waiting at the situation surrounding this particular virus.
Yeah, I want to make a very plain say we not get any outbreak of monkeypox or Mpox na saloon. You have been seeing the press release will been put out on the 12th, and the status remain the same as of this morning. We'll not get any outbreak. Waiting you see yesterday now just a leaked document of the internal surveillance reports where they go on, and then also information for the public. We they get so many suspected case, but suspected case of Mpox not mean to say a confirmed case. When we get a laboratory confirmed case, we go make but if we be they follow also the Ministry of Information yesterday again make and clear to the public say where they go around just a misinformation. As at now, we not get any case, but we dey on a preparedness mode.
You just don't say a misinformation and look out. So even the 32-year-old person will die. That they also na misinformation.
I dey tell you say when we get any case, we go make am public say we get case. If anybody, even me or you, we can get we can get signs and symptoms. You understand? But if the laboratory proves not to him, we not go say waiting there of interest to the public at this time. Now, when we have a confirmed case, but we they said we explain why that even for the community case definition, even we say na fever and rash. Anybody will get fever and rash, whether na cocoa, na eat rash, na any kind of rash, we dey investigate the person and we dey make sure say we do proper laboratory investigation for prove whether na Mpox or not.
Now the actual thing where we get at the country, if not to Mpox, waiting at the two story.
I repeat them again. We do not have a case of Mpox right now in Sierra Leone. When we get Mpox case, we will make people know. In fact, Mpox now one of the immediately reportable disease na Salon, and na disease where just one case na an outbreak. If one case there, we will declare an outbreak. But if we get so many suspected cases at this time, anybody is a suspect as long as you get then signs and symptoms, and they make sure say we do the necessary laboratory investigations. And I tell you plain say we not get a case right now. Waiting you will see a document from surveillance whether they do the integration report. In fact, then reports also even go out to the public, because we know the identity. We make sure say we they confirm any case where they go out. So this not a case.
Well, from that situation reports and the way you don't mention, but we get pictures and videos where they viral now the social media with regards to this Mpox. You don't mention say we not get them now the country, but we get any signs and symptoms say now related case.
Waiting we anybody we get a case definition where we get for the technical people and the medical people them. We get a case definition for the people them we're not so medical people, community case definition. And the community definition, we don't tell everybody say any fever and rash now a suspected case. You either you call 117 or you report to the nearest health facility. We surveillance officers then go do the appropriate investigation. And waiting go prove say na Mpox or not. Now when we get a laboratory report. say aspect of the virus, either clad 1 or clad 2. So anybody you can signs and symptoms are very similar. Mind you, before this term, a lot of people then they get similar signs. We don't handle monkeypox like 2 or 3 times in this country when we get outbreaks. And now just if you know, go to other cases, everyone handle them, and anytime where that make sure say well, for this outbreak circulate so right around the world, we not get a case right now. The next minute or the next hour or a case will be very, very plain and transparent to the public for say na a case. You know, I'm not like way like bloggers or anybody then way then they then they help for spread information and disinformation, a very, very unfortunate and sad. Even when the people that were responsible, they give them secret information. I can use me time for educate people them and tell them the facts where we expect say this are helpful to the public.
And as family watch you now across the world and na Freetown as well. So how people they get this particular sickness? Waiting the lead to them.
Okay, thank you very much. I think this is very helpful for the public. Mpox, as I say, na a disease when a virus they cause them, and na what we call zoonotic disease. When they get them, animals and they get them, and humans and can get the virus. But when it's in the animal world, we not get any problem to the animal. They not go sick and they not go die. But if there is a transmission from the animal to humans, then we call them animal to human transmission. And when that happens, then now the problem can begin. We can get a sustained human to human transmission as it happen now all over the world. And when we get that, it's very, very difficult for make we contain them. And how it happen? The Mpox virus, when somebody gets them, within 1 to 21 days, it can get signs and symptoms. It can get fever, it can get rash, big rash, where can erupt into what we call lesions, like where they burst, they make blisters them. It can also get on the what we call mucous membrane, that's the wet side them of the body, like inside your mouth, inside your lip, your nose, and then inside and day. And even the rash where they come out, we just come out all the body no more. Even the palms, if they come out, the palm of your hand and your foot, they come out, and you can get what we call lymph node, swollen lymph node. Waiting a swollen lymph node, remember where Creole can call and grind. Say somebody get grind, like if you get foot up, now you crouch, you can feel that swelling there. So then inside and their lymph node and they can swell. And the person, as I said, will get fever, it will get headache, it will be very weak and confused. And these are some of the signs and symptoms. And how person they get them? Person they get them from you can get them from infected animals them. And waiting at the animal here, we get what we call them small rodents. Rodents are small beef them, rata, pig, squirrel, then cutting grass, then one and then rodents. And typically as alone, like a squirrel, we the suspected squirrel now one of the most the culprits for host or harbor the virus in the other animals they get back again what we call the non-human primates. The non-human primates now them beef we fever motorman, like a baboon, monkey, chimpanzee, gorilla, and other animals them. So if they're infected, then you they interact with them, if they in close contact with them, even if they're not die, some people and they mend them, then beat na them pets and they put them at their shoulder, then can transfer. Or if they kill them, then go hunt them for beef, for food. Whilst in the process, whilst you make sure say you dey prepare them, then that person dey, if that beef dey, if the Mpox virus dey, they go get them. And when you get them, it's easy for transmit from human to human. Human to human transmission, as I say, when the person gets them. And you know, from what I say, if you get the virus right now, if you not show any sign or any symptom, you're not going to able to forgive anybody. If they're not a serious by you not get fever, you're not able to forgive person. But when once that rash, that fever all long come out, then you go able for transmit them to person. And that's true, like if you get close contact with the person, you hold the person, or then one day they do mommy and daddy business with the person, but with in company, or even if now you family yourself or your brother or your sister, you hug them, you so close to them, you go get them. Or that person they sleep in a bed, then send the pillar case, the bed, spray the pillar, the mattress, all the other items, them you self go use them, you go get them. Or if you wear the person in clothes, you wear using towel, you using sapo, you know, any of the materials, and you go also get monkeypox, Mpox. And not all the normal is stop. Pikin, whether na mama in belly, then call them in YouTube. That is, then na mama in belly, where belly woman get where woman get belly. If the woman gets that belly, it gets Mpox. During the time where they born, it can transmit them to the pikin. Again, health workers them. Then one day where they work now hospital, na clinic. Then one day where they deal with laboratory business. If at they not get strict infection prevention control precautions, then self can get them. These are some of the ways then way people then will get Mpox.
With all of that explanation, the way you don't give way to educate the public about this particular Mpox virus. Now you make mention, say, as country we not get na misinformation. So how prepared are we as a country, just in case if we get the sick in the country, or for make we not go get them? How prepared are we?
We more than very prepared. You remember on the other press release, there no case not in the, but the way we see they circulate, even we neighboring country Liberia then get us as way back as 2 days ago, then get even a fresh case. So now make we been put out the press release, we inform people make all we call capacities them. We get 19 technical areas where they deal with disease prevention and control. Like which are they do so risk communication, laboratory, medical countermeasures, case management, IPC, all capacity then they don't stand up right now, and they don't get a robust plan put in place, contingency measures in case this outbreak come, and we do a lot for educate people, and that make you they see with surveillance, and they work day and night, then they do what we call active case search. If anybody, if you mistake you get a cocoa or anything must by you or anything, and then they go friend them, then go make sure say then test you, because they not want make we get that case in or if we get them, then go alert the public and we go take corrective measures, because these cases, as they say, now epidemic prone disease. It's not like where people they get Ebola or Corona where they hide. You cannot hide Mpox, because the rash will come all over that your body, you face, you even you palm, all inside, and they then go see, and so you can't hide anybody. So now that's we do right now, and we get they in contact with counterparts in Liberia, Ivory Coast, and Guinea. Just the other day we've been getting a meeting. Tuesday we've been getting a meeting with them via Zoom, and we also plan this coming Tuesday for get another meeting So we dey always interact with them, and we don't put all preparedness plan in place. Monkeypox or Mpox now, as we dey call am, in 2014, 2009, sorry, 2022, we been get cases dem, like one be Medina Pujem, the other one Medina Bo. But in fact, na community people, like how they give it the case definition, so na dem be alert we go test that person they been positive, and we make sure say we isolate am, we treat am well, and after 42 days, 2 incubation periods, we get for test am back, no case no dey, we look around, no case no dey, then the outbreak be over. So na that kind posture we get right now when we dey talk of preparedness. We very, very serious for outbreaks in this country. But the problems what they get now what we dey call these myths, these misconceptions, and these people they take delight in, like, before they share positive information. Even when you tell them the actual information, they can so happy. Yesterday, a lot of people be very, very happy. They call, they say, hey, we don't get a case. I said, no, we not get a case. When we get a case, we go people they know. We want them rely on we dey give sound and accurate information. In times like this, when Mpox dey, everybody is a suspect as long as you exhibit signs and symptoms of that. But it not necessarily mean to say you get them. We get suspected cases, we get probable cases, and we get cases that we link. For instance, if we get one case we're positive, if somebody dey near am where we not even test them, we can say that particular case dey na an epidemiological linkage, a linked case. Or if now somebody gets them where we get all the signs and symptoms, it can be a suspected case. But as long as we do all the tests and confirmations, get them, then we not will be a case, because there are a lot of other diseases where they share the same signs and symptoms with Mpox. It's like when we did about COVID, all in signs and symptoms is severe, similar to where people then can get cold and cough. So if you get cold, you get cough, you get pneumonia. If you're not positive for COVID virus, then you not get COVID. So this thing, we get a lot of differentials where it can look like a sickly, but not to then sickly.
So we not get the outbreak of the monkeypox and saloon at all, but we get any suspected case?
Of course, suspected cases, we don't get lots and lots of suspected cases, because as I tell you, we get a case definition. Anybody will get fever right now, we get rash, now a suspected case. But it does not mean that that person is a confirmed case. When we test that person, they will find out, say, a negative by laboratory confirmation, then it is not a case. The American may say not a case. The British can say it's no case. So either no case or not a case if it not gets if you're not positive for the Mpox virus. Even if it's positive for another agent where na different disease altogether, then it is not Mpox. For instance, if we see Pikin get this now, we go test them, and not get them, though we test them, maybe he gets measles, for instance, measles, Mpox, chicken pox, other disease they're not to Mpox. So we are only looking now for Mpox, for that we will say we have a confirmed case in Sierra Leone. How many people they understand? And the public interest for being a confirmed case, the suspected case, if we say in with a look, well, then there will be alarm every day, because as I talk to you now, even Ebola, chikungunya, Rift Valley fever, we get suspected cases on a daily basis. But why we not cancel Ebola? Because it not positive for Ebola. Even just the other day, we get we can call them viral disease. We get some case where look like that. But what tests are not to him, we not make any, we not inform the public. We not dey misinform, we always dey inform the public.
All where you joining from the Ministry of Health for confirm to the public say we actually not get an outbreak of Mpox na the country.
Okay, so I will just quick one before you left. You don't talk about the rash. So just for explain tell we more how monkeypox rash different from other normal rash them. Where you gonna say hey, this na monkeypox rash?
You know, it's very much technical, and I don't want to confuse the public. Now that make you just give the public a simple case definition where they make the net very wide. For instance, it's like I say, if you want for fishing kuta, for instance, if you make the net wide, you go catch kuta, you go catch snapper, you go catch other fishing. But when you go look at the kuta, the normal you pull it. That's so we do. What's a fever and rash? But for the health workers, them, the clinician, where they tell you the kind of rash where it actually different. But we not want for if we say that the public will confuse them now when they go see this and say, oh, this is not for Mpox, na measles, or no, this is not for Mpox, na chickenpox. In the end, it can be chickenpox, it can be Mpox, and that make I not want even go to that for explain waiting at the differentials in terms of the rash, because it's highly technical. I get the full case definition, but now that make I not go this publicly now. We see how misinformation they go around. So let the public bank on fever and rash. So we're gonna get so many cases, suspected cases. And now make we worry about suspected cases. Every day we suspect. If we suspect somebody where they cough, where they get fever, they get night sweats and it, we will suspect you for TB. That not mean to say you get TB. If they go test you, not get something pneumonia you get, it's different altogether.
So you advise to the public that if anybody notice any difference in body, for go hospital, for go do test.
Yes, mostly fever and rash, but you can get swollen lymph nodes. That going way with the talk. You this rash can burst something and it turn to blisters. And most of the time, monkeypox rash, Mpox rash, even when they see if now other disease them, it go present a similar kind of rash. But you go the other side in body, but it not go common in palm. Anytime where you see somebody get rash in palm, it's not usual. I just say sometimes one day you shall not see anybody get rash in palm. That's one of the typical difference between Mpox and other disease. However, it's similar. It can burst all on your head outside, but when you do that, you palm, it can get inside your tongue, all inside your mouth. Then that's a high index of suspicion.
So just quick one. Looking at the name of the sick, monkeypox, you get and throw it monkey or other animal name? Okay, well, with all us, our Thomas will be there with me on the line in at the Health Education Program Manager, Ministry of Health. Well, he don't update the public, but the monkeypox virus, and according to the country no record any case of the outbreak. So it don't make and clear say the information where they go on social media say we get confirmed case of the monkeypox outbreak, not to true. Well, it don't make that confirmation then at Liberty Online TV breakfast show this morning where we be get on the line. The program still watch at the Liberty Breakfast Show, and today inside this edition they look at health, and we continue with the program where they bring at this edition of the program country this morning. My name is Princess Pierce.
Alright, continue for send me the message that the different platform that you watch free from, or you drop onto the number +23274200545. That the number where you go send me the message. We'll look at the very first item inside the program this morning as the deputy director, where we definitely will come back and look at that particular story as we move along with this particular program this morning.
The program they continue, and as I say, we look at health we get for do with the program this morning. We go quick na mile 13 outside the Kush virus with the Kush and Saga we just explain at the studio with studio guests. We go there and go look how this situation on the among young people them na mile 13. Mozetta Moningo Masakoy look inside this issue and put these reports together.
Kush na drug wey don dey ambok plenty young people dem na salon. Usai we see dem young people here dem body dey rotting, swell and other plenty reaction dem wey this drug dey cause to young people dem. The Maitoti community wey dey na the peninsula na one of the community dem wey young people wey tap na this community don be victim to Kush abuse. And them young people here inside this interview talk about the effect where Kush don't cause to them.
The drugs, I just spray them in commonly. I will smoke tie. So now I can do smoke for fall life normal. I will feel and better tea. The tie self now why they smoke. Everything get jealous in mind. Where they smoke and don't want anything again na no more. I like it all 100 or a whole million. If you smoke all later, it will be better. Any kind money we owe, it will be better. There's some food I get big skill alarm. You be say if you add it now for work for you will let boy picking. But because of this push we are the smoke, the people already give me job. Because they say anywhere they smoke push na thief man. Anywhere they smoke push na thief man. So believe me, no do money. Yeah, if you watch a black man na true because most of them they do their attitude there. So goodness no dey give because they give you because they tell you because they you good na push you dey bad. So me I dey pray to Papa government, I dey beg Papa government for me they help me pull this thing na this country because me they get love for the youth na this country because if not to them who they perish na this country, who they perish bad one. If not to them me na the big Papa government bad and they pull this thing better na this country. If they love the youth then na this country, when they will lost this thing finally, and then the more they torment me and they always back the advice me up in there. See, when they left, anybody who fashion Kush, in the smoke Kush, I like to get Kush. If they sell that Kush there, it don't smoke that Kush, they boom better, it will be better. So me, and that player I get, now that big day, I beg Papa government for where they lost this thing. We are, if not to that day, we now we don't born. But we will take care of picking them some of food because why Kush no dey able make we able take care of people there. Kush no dey able make we send for family there.
I'm sister, I'm a cousin, I'm begin give me drug for school. I'm give me drug for school. It's a way give me a language time. I'm a smoker. I begin smoke I wanted to say, making sweet and I'm back anything can sweet me. But anybody will see me, will let me habits, they advise me for la life. Even the man said, "Women are the Lord, nobody advise me. My mommy advise me for life, but yet they are able to get away for life because what you are avoid that the way I can feel, what you are left out, I know they are active, and they feel cold, and they feel weak, and they feel any way they do. So like I feel like if I not take, I know they happy. That's why I take I feel fine. So I'm a cousin and put me by this. So possibly I get planned for the farm, and I really want the farm because not nobody this. I want let my condition change, and this if I left her, all my good people let me farm, all go glad for me. No matter don't pass all kind.
Me now only brother can die, and I be they take care of me, and I come back with the pay for me in kitchen while you work. My mama now only will give for pay for me for local so me can begin soon. Because I should remember all I will learn kids to go forward again. So let me can begin soon. Said advice to me dem stop to take am. All this is not good. How people dey talk am. I say e no fine. But this back before you let my brother see pass it treating in the empire you do that. You may that also go say for life. Before me uncle they carry me. For me uncle I don't tell I say I smoke this there. And I make say the car. He makes me back at the smoker. And the young one the one the back when the smoker. I pray God make me not ever smoker in the like I will back the smoker soon.
With them challenge wey dem people here don't talk about, this make them they call on government for help them. Inside in your talk for Saga this issue, the headman for Success, Kintown and Mile 13, Suleiman Abubakar Jallo, been talk about what them they do as community for direct Kush comot na Mile 13.
We they do sensitization. We they talk to the youth them, teach them, we tell them the harmful, how Kush they damage them, and me as a headman, I they go round to them institution, them shops them, I they go and beg for job for the youth them, because I know say most of the youth then are because they no get job, so I can go find them even them menial job. They let get no more for can give the youth them for let them go able for avoid this Kush business. We they talk to them, we they organize meetings, we they organize sessions with them, we they go house to house as a community.
Suleiman Abubakar Bari end up say them ready for work with government and other authority them for address this Kush issue. For Liberty Online TV, Moseta Monigo Massacre, the reports.
Watching Liberty Breakfast Show on Liberty Online TV.
And Safeway other platform them. Don't forget to like, share, and comment at the comment section. And today inside this edition of the Breakfast Show, we dey look at health and we don't look at the monkeypox update. We don't come up from the Ministry of Health, and same way so we get with studio guest. We come out from the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. When Ibrahim Samuel Dugba, and he dey with me in the studio this morning for talk about two side they give you updates, but waiting the agency don't they do so far any fight against Kush. Sure, they bring at this edition of the program. Me name na Princess Pias.
And me na Alhassan Kuma continue for state we and drop your comments at different platform them with the watch we from. Not forget this program is powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Well, we continue the program this morning as we some of you don't watch from the video clip we'll play with Saga, so people away don't be affected on this particular drug. We in place of that they make mention say it's difficult to make them left the drug. So as an agency, with all the information that we get from the public, waiting now on our next step for CC, we eradicate this particular name is Nadikonski.
One thing about addiction is very, very difficult. Addiction are a craving where somebody they get for substance. And I want to let you know say again, a compulsive something. Where once you don't get glued to it, you understand? You dey feel for lefer, but you just find yourself tied to it. And what make you always tell anybody, or even when we go out in the community engagement, then don't try it. Don't try drug. Don't give drug a test. There are times curiosity can make people that can get a test. For example, like how you hear from the presentation there, where the lady say a sister or a cousin and get her. Maybe if you don't see cousin they do and if you say now nah, sweet something. So you want say one test. Then basically there are a lot of things we all need to understand. We from peer pressure, family responsibility, bad parenting, bad role models in communities, all of these are some of the roots for this addiction rate on the increase in the country. I can tell you, we get some parents themselves will take from the home force. We get some parents that will be say that they smoke cigarette before they pikin. And cigarette na a gateway to drug use. You dey drink rum before you pikin. That na a gateway to drug abuse. All of these are the bad examples what we need for cut off us for the home. Going down now to the schools, monitoring. As parents, you get for monitor you picking on the spot check. They say know your friend, know you picking in paddy. If you don't know you picking in paddy, why I mean know you picking in paddy? You get for know which kind of lifestyle you picking paddy they live. Believe you me, if you picking paddy they thief, begin the caution you picking because there is a tendency say you picking don't begin to emulate that habit from the paddy. Because basically these are the trends. Peers get more control. Dialogue. Parents have not lost the culture for dialogue with them picking them.
Well, as an agency where they regulate these aspects of fighting against drug, whose side the problem lie? Is it the one way they sell the drug, the one way they take the drug? Is it the parents? Because plenty institutions they don't step up in the fight against this particular. But yes, we still get more people where they get more addicted. Every day then they die at the streets, every day we see them move around. Most of the one they waking go into these clean salon. Now for let them forget, money way, then go for use for buy the drug. So the drugs still in the country, yes. And more new people still coming in.
Yes, there are a lot of reasons responsible for that. Yeah, just already out of the talk from the Ministry of Health perspective. People in Sierra Leone just feel and lack bad rumor, bad messages. Sierra Leone, now the first time we get this community neighborhood watch. We are in the say if you see neighbor picking, they become a responsibility on you for sure. Say you take them well, but now the culture is more than culture. Now they look at and say, like you see, company neighbor picking, they do bad. I no can touch about because of waiting. Let the neighbor know, let the person know can turn for me. You might mean good, you understand, but because of your action we take, the person turn out negative on you. I think that their culture that they will get for inculcate back. The community, me I tell you, with all of these activeness where people the country don't they take, we all don't they fight. You understand, civil society groups that they make, everybody they make community awareness raising programs, but why would they still get drug abuse? Now because of the simple fact say we're not ready for protect the communities, we're not ready for protect the neighborhood. We need for they take responsibility. This not just pull and say, no, we pull up our government business because me and you to make government. Now the society make government. Now the people within the community make up government. Another thing I look at and say, we as an agency, we roll up for educate, we roll up for prevent, wherein we give preventive measures with respect to the dangers of the substance use. Lobby with government ministries, for example, like what today produce now with the Ministry of Education for involving the drug education in the civic education programs, in the curriculum development program from primary to tertiary institutions. Make everybody know the dangers of drug abuse. You understand? But again, how the community need for hold this fight holistically? Let we all serve as watchdog. Let we all serve as neighborhood.
Now that's the IGB they talking about the last time. That the fight against drug need a holistic approach, and people as well they into this particular business way. Now people of high authority, now people away, now influential people in so far in our society. Many times if police don't make an arrest after a few times, they see say that particular person they don't free them from that particular crime. So it's difficult at times for them able for enforce law when you get people around where they beat the system.
Well, that aspect of beating the system, there are 3 crimes a day were very, very difficult to organize crimes in. You see, drug abuse are one, human or child trafficking another one, ammunition trafficking another one. These are very, very lucrative. And like they say, they are highly ostracized by people where they in other places. You understand? But I want you understand something. What we at the agency they look at. We look at them from the preventive aspect to the law enforcement aspect. You understand? They say before ever you do person, you retaliate bad, make sure first say you don't want the person. So the preventive aspect, me believe more in that preventive aspect. Because if me and you two get the awareness, get the knowledge, we able to equip yourself with strong mindset, not for take this substance, and let the person counter a market not go sell. And let the person counter a market not go sell. Because already the youth don't prepare and get a strong mind about her. And this is not the notion where we and the agency they tell for develop in the mindset of the youths. Let the youths man them know say, possibly they sell drugs don't mean good for you. And imagine how the diversion they take place. Instead of them protect themselves, they protect the ghetto seller. The person where they sell the drug, then they all go time for protect. Even when you come to the like, the other man be they do that interview. However you ask some questions about who that the seller, believe you me, if you not plant surveillance on her, for him to know who side they go back, he will never tell you who that the seller.
So how the agency don't they work with the task force for ensure say they help fight these fights in the country?
So when that one day now I no go can't talk in the news because that are security measures. How we don't they arrest people, how we don't they get information. Now two surveillance. We get surveillance officers, and these surveillance officers, they know they go in a community, like they identify you with them. They know they are trained specifically for that action, for let we able to know within the communities who side they sell them drugs in. And without they get some good community support. There are communities where we say they mobilize, they get the demand, they get the people where they put together, they make a very formal complaint. And when once we get that kind people that need the kind of office for make that kind of official complaints and we take it serious. Because one, it don't come out from the community point of view, it shows that they are ready for good now support. But when you don't get communities and when they come up like that, it's difficult. Because now this is the injection what they tell from the people they get. Say the only way we're going to fight against drug, now when we speak out against them. Maybe the Lord make it clear. You will aid and abet. Post where they sell drugs and you host as landlord or landlady. Because honestly, as they talk, so get some landlord and landlady, they know the people they sell drugs, now they host them. But they will never speak up against them because at the end of the day, the drug peddlers or the drug smugglers, these are people who say they're very crafty. Imagine recent first month, one of the communities who go do the raid, I could not just show the name of the community. The person during the first month, all the mobsters in the area, the neighborhood, the all man he give two bags. He give them money. You feel sweat to make he do that day. He go for disguise in business. So that the people go serve as a protection shield. At the end of the day, go feel to say, this guy is a good man. Oh. If you can't ask questions about that person, the people don't go ready for acting for you. That is why they do that. They know, they say they are ripping the people of their money, they are ripping the society of the wealth of the youths, because youth money they sell their property, their family property there.
So what stage do they now perfect?
The stage, and they tell you, my sister, if we not done they make progress, they not for done they see Kush don't cares. And I mean, I advise you say the Kush don't scarce in our society.
So when I don't make some arrest, people already.
Lots of
so
arrests.
how much arrests I don't
lots
so
of arrests don't be made. I know can't tell you the count until now, but I'm telling you, lots of arrests don't be made. Lots of arrests.
The one that they bring the Kush can country, the one that they sell them.
If you they follow the task force, you will not say people then they will not arrest with the substances that will be say these are people that will be say most one thing. In fact, the recent survey we will do with GI Talk when an international organization we can do say we began a lot of concepts about different ways to say we can't know say most of these drugs are coming from Europe. Of course the marshmallow they talk about tonight are the initial leaf what they do before now. People that begin to go now into local concoction now, you understand? Because the marshmallow can go in scarce. Through the means that they import them, through the Wataki, through the Lunge International, the inside and then the security measures can tighten. You understand? So they stop for sending to that thing and now they begin to use the border. They can't through Guinea, they can't through Liberia. We even come for no now say DHL. all of that we don't able to make some stringent measures there. You understand? Chemicals the way they be they can. Of recent we all so many with chemicals and in fact with machines. Imagine why we still get the state of public health emergency. There are still people with the time for rip off the state, the people and the youth them. But I want to let you know one thing. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, they on top of situations, and the National Task Force, of course, we right now are the parents body, we're responsible in coordinating all of this to the interministerial roles. Also, they're on top of situation. Professor Fodesa is man with wisdom, and he ensures say there are a lot and lot of factors that involve with all the collaboratively they work for ensure say we win the fight against drugs.
So you
message
you feel say on before you can't the message you want for part. You feel say una go continue for minimize the aspects of people where they take this Kush, because there are other drug abuse, drug related issues that are causing, but the Kush now a national concern. But yes, as you mentioned, say una don't they minimize them, but people still see them in the streets. These people still see them they die in the streets every day.
Yeah, the one they wait till they see so now, we still get denial cases even with the source some of the source you see, even when you see the person feel this well, a lot in treatment is on willing basis. When you treat somebody, the willingness for them. And that is one thing with respect to drug-related cases. Under substance use, substance abuse or substance use disorders, we get other things the way they can. What they call comorbid sicknesses. Sometimes you get medical condition, they get SUD problem. Sometimes you get mental condition, they get SUD problems. You understand? We're not going to treat you all at the same time. We dey treat the medical or the mental health condition, but we can treat them at times simultaneously. And you get people when they grieve for camp, and why make when they talk this number 20 discrimination and stigma. Some of them reasons that they make people they grieve for sure for treatment. Okay. You understand? But again, me they encourage the public, me they encourage people we understand and know them people that way they are affected. Some of them people they just need encouragement. The people who are affected by Kush, when you get the time for talk to them, when you get the time for sit down with them, you dialogue with them, they are ready to talk. Some of them are broken homes leading into this.
They are ready to talk, but at times, then back they mention, say it's difficult to let them left the drug.
The reason always they will tell you, say, yes, when somebody don't get glued to drug, addiction that's something painful.
But this is more different from other drugs. Like we talk about marijuana. We're not into the fight against drug for a very long time. But this has been a very difficult job for you guys, based on how they work inside the system. For
the one thing we make Kush, you go look at and say it's difficult for your addiction. Now because not one strain. Here is the case they hear about Kumbe Jara leaf. Here in the case they talk about different chemical composition and different concoctions they put together. So in the final say the strains are different. Not like when we know marijuana, you go tell the case say if you restrain somebody from marijuana inside 1 week, it is able for left because it reduce it suppress the dopamine secretion for waiting for addiction. But this is the case about Kush now, where we say not to one strain and not to one chemicals. And every day people they invent new methods for make them get more potent chemicals that added to the thing. But here's the case, what we always tell for say, for example, if me and you two put aside other things that we go put say na irresponsible, for example, we begin to put blame game. Blame game not the solve this problem. What right now we need now how we all go collaboratively come together and ensure say we fight this fight and winner. What the president we don't do, they don't listen to the voice of the people of Sierra Leone. The people of Sierra Leone be need for now get the state of public health emergency because of the rate at which the issue be done on alarm. Of course, you go tell me the truth, say, from that time how this case they have the alarm to now, you self go notice, say, we don't make tremendous improvement. From that time of April, when President make this declaration to now, the rate at which we brothers every day in the streets, it don't drastically reduce. So therefore, we still dey work on a method and solutions for ensure say we reduce am to nothing. Drug na a global problem, but we na Sierra Leone God make we na this country for long we take something quick and forget am quick. If we only suppress the situation and robust more education, let people dey get more awareness. The one wey don be affected, we go there for treatment. I believe say we go able to reduce this fight here. Okay. But we need everybody on hands on deck.
Okay.
Not to NDLA no more, not to National Task Force no more, not to Ministry of Social Welfare no more, not to Ministry of Information no more, but every Sierra Leonean needed in this fight for ensure say we win now.
Okay, we'll continue for those who win the program. Well, we'll go quick now for Frabi College, outside the college get for host, and as a country get for host the first Africa Genius Award. We'll go quick and take that material and camera up for the program. Well, as Alasan Koma be the part of that meeting and put these reports together.
The African Genius Award then launched inside 2021 by a company we named Priority Performance Project, where they collaborate with the University of Pretoria for celebrate and recognize outstanding achievements inside science, education, technology, politics, social work, media, arts and culture across the African continent. This award they seek for promote and inspire excellence, innovation, and creativity among Africans for showcase the talent Africans then get na the continent. Since when they established this award, now 8 Africans don't win this particular award. This make FBC go host the 2024 African Genius Award inside September 7 this year. And this is the first college outside South Africa where don't host this prestigious award. Professor Mansare talk say 47 Africans then nominate, and among them 2 na Salomon.
The African Genius Awards Committee in South Africa have released the official list of nominees for this 2024 awards, with a total of 47 incredible Africans shortlisted, including 2 Sierra Leoneans. Can you imagine how many countries do we have in Africa? 54, right? And 47 outstanding Sierra Leoneans nominated, shortlisted for the 2024 awards, and 2 Sierra Leoneans. A young boy, I don't know if you saw this peace robot, Streets of Freetown recently, Ibrahim Denke, one of the 47 nominees for this year's Genius Awards, Sierra Leonean. Okay? He built the world's first peace robot using scrap materials. During the tripartite hearing, display this robot. And the second Sierra Leonean is our own lecturer in the economics department here, Dr. Yakama Manti Jones. She is an economist, researcher, entrepreneur, consultant, and philanthropist.
The country representative for the African Genius Award, Abubakar Jallo, talk on how Salon be able to host this particular award.
Last year, I was on the ferry in Buzuk, heading to Lunge, when I got a call from my boss, Dr. Sifusu Falala, and he said, Abu, I want to host the awards outside South Africa this year. And I didn't think twice. I said, let's host it in Saga, because we are peaceful and we are welcoming also. And he said, okay, I'm thinking about Uganda to host it there. I said, I want us to give Sarah a try, because we have been through a lot, so we know what it is like to host an event like this. And he said, okay. He said, we are going to host the event with the university. And as I actually didn't attend here, I went to Jala University, but I applied here in 2018, 2019, but got rejected. Yeah, so, but I still love this college. I still love this college. So I told him, let's do it here at Schwabi College. And he said, okay, good. If you are watching, if you are from Jala, please forgive me. So yeah, so he said, okay, I want you to give me the contact details of the UBC or any person from the that very day, I tried to get in contact of the DVC, Professor Kelly, and then I told him about the awards, and then he said, okay, no problem, here is my email address, send it to Dr. Falala. And I did, and then they had a meeting, I think, yeah, the next day. So since then, it's been great, the support from Furabay College. We are really, really grateful, your efforts, your contributions, and especially to the committee, Mr. Toka, Levy, and Professor Kelly. We've been through this back and forth. I could remember when I wanted to do a video for the AGAs. I was like, I think I came here like 3 times. Ma, go back, I'm busy. So I just gave up. So yeah, so we are very grateful for that.
Professor Levy, that the Vice Chancellor at the University of Salone, been officially launched the African Genius Award.
We have been here only for a short time, but we have a task ahead. I don't want to keep you here much longer because I believe we should go out now and make sure the 7th of September is going to be only the best. And therefore, I don't want to belabor the point. If you can allow me, I want to stand so that I can formally launch this. On this very rich campus called Furabay College, with a history dating back 197 years. We are just 3 years shy of 200 years. I want to make it known to the world that we are ready for the African Genius Award. And we are going to offer only the best to the world because we have it in our people here present and we believe they are going to give you the best. So on that note, with the support of the University of Sierra Leone and the strength of the Furabay College team, I want to formally launch the African Genius Award on the Furabay College campus, which we march into the 7th of September 2024 for the first time outside of South Africa. So ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are across the globe, this is Furabay College, a college with such history and a college which has a lot to offer you. We want to appreciate you and we want to say welcome to Furabay College campus as this event has now been formally launched.
The Deputy Vice Chancellor end up say plenty Saloman don't contribute to society and then for nominate them for 2025 award. As we get Ibrahim Prezo Denke, we build the first piece robot we use with scrap material, and Dr. Yakama Manti Jones, we na economist, a charter entrepreneur, consultant, and philanthropist. Then Tuyana Salomandem, we they are among the nominated Africans for the 2024 African Genius Award. For Liberty Online TV, and Hassan Kumar, the report.
All right, from that report, stay welcome back now. The studio still watch the Liberty Breakfast Show. They come to you live. Now we main studios at 33 Battle Street. Continue for drop your comments as we definitely not get better time today for look into some of the messages that we come at the program.
Well, we wrap up now the program and now over to our guest for just left with few words as people still they hope say the Kush feds in the country go be eradicated totally. And see we young people in back full of life because most of them they out there they perish, they sleep on streets and then body parts and swell and some not in good condition. So I think will be what we go left with viewers them as we wrap up with this edition of the program this morning.
Family. As we come to the end, waiting me the advice, the fight against drug not just stop from the medication or the rehabilitation. And even the one way they go to rehabilitation, I want to make them know say, the families know say, like continuous process. Rehabilitation, not just few months or few weeks, but the process after rehabilitation continue.
Okay.
And you were in our streets where you suffer from the drug, you need medication, contact the office on number 2 Walpole Street, or you call the 117 line that we will give direction. All other hospitals and they will provide help. If you get so, make sure say you're really ready for heal yourself and go to the hospital.
Okay, we plenty thank you to you. I'm Samuel Duba. We are the Acting Director Drug Prevention, Education and Training at National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. We don't Gemini studio this morning. And so we 2 guests that will join me through link for giving updates what's within don't they happen in different sector them. Well, on this edition of the Breakfast Show go left for today. Plenty thank you to reviewers them. The one who don't they follow and safe and Liberty Online TV come online. We don't they support one for say thank you to una all. Well, on this edition of the Breakfast Show go left, we continue for follow Liberty Online TV for get more interesting topics the way we always on the bring come to now. So to meet again, my name na Princess Pias.
And me na Al Hassan Kuma. Stay blessed. Have a comfortable day. Bye bye.